Hey guys, it is Crystal here with Art It Out, and today I was going to come on here and show you one way I do inspiration. When I don't know what I want to do, literally I have no clue, one thing I do to get inspired by, I was going to share that and do a piece with you, but then I was thinking of it, I'm like, you know what, we haven't talked about art inspirations in a while, and especially when you're new, you question where a lot of people where they get their inspirations from. What inspired you? A lot of it is, what do you do when you're stuck? You get the art stickiness, and yeah. So today we're going to talk about that, and we're going to start off with, of course, art magazines. These are kind of a twofer for me. I have yet to cut up but one, but let me show you, like this one. Okay. A lot of time you can use them to go through, and I started reverse journaling on this one, so I'll go through and read it, of course, and see the cool art. But guess what? You can also cut out their art and use it in your pieces for collage, or use it for reverse collage, or use it, go through and go, I like his style. Let's try that style, or I like that color. I love those. It's so cool. I've taken up a few pages of this and for pieces. Or if it made you think of this like tearing idea, maybe you want to cut that out and keep it in a binder of images that made you, want to do it. So that's what you can do with them. Now these magazines are, of course, I'm in the United States. I don't know, this one is actually called Junk. Oh my goodness, it's really weird. Juxtapose. They have some really, it's kind of hit or miss with them on what they're inside there, because some of them can be pretty gory. But like this one had a lot of this, and I used a lot of this black and white from her in several collage pieces that I just love. So it's kind of hit or miss with these, but these are, I think, one of the cheaper ones, and like this one was $6.99, I think, or $5.99. So yeah, I got last year. Yeah. Now, wonderful, of course, art journaling is in my opinion, it's pricey. It is. I think it's the priciest one. It is $15 US. I'm rounding up, guys. $14.99 US, $16.99 Canada. When I'm able to, if I can get these, I get them at my kind of like a bookstore close that actually has been getting these type of magazines. So if I have a few extra bucks, that's where I get them, and I get them at their, the cost on here. If you try to order these online, you get stuck with shipping too, and oh my goodness, that's ridiculous. So I have not cut up any of these two. I have a couple of them, either like one of my kids would get it for me for Mother's Day, birthday. I think one got me this one back here, because otherwise I don't buy them because they're kind of pricey. And it always seems like I need something else. So once again, it's a three-fer. You can learn about great people, artists, maybe some techniques, or you know what, you can keep it, cut it out, use pieces, or go through and use it just for literally open a page. I like her. Okay, well maybe I'll do that. Like make a square with a face. That inspired me to go do that. Inspiration, guys, it's everywhere. In regular magazines too, guys. It doesn't have to be a mixed media magazine. You can find inspiration in other things. Summary to the studio. $9.99 US, $11.99 Canada. Most of these, I think, are ones that last a couple months. They don't do one every month or anything. This one's a hit or miss for me. I've only actually bought, I got my hubby to buy me this one a while back. And sometimes I look at them and I'm like, no, there's nothing in there, not enough to draw me that I will use it. Because I know after I go through, make sure I, either take out the ideas I want to keep or go through and pilferage the imaging to make my own. And this Somerset always usually gives you some pretty pieces. I love this. There's lots of things in here I want to do. It's just not been a good year, so this is going to be stuff I want to do this next year. Daphne's Diary, I know a lot of ladies talk about it. I have never bought it or seen it until this. I have taken a lot out of here. You can see the pieces, and I usually send these to my friends because everybody just loves their stuff, and I just, not for the price. It was, I think, $14.50 here. But I know overseas you guys can get this one, I know for a fact. So there's some cute things in here that I've made sure to keep that I know I want to incorporate in some art things. But a lot of it, like I said, I gave to my Happy Meals and things like that. I love the cover though. So alright, magazines. So art magazines are a good way to get stuff. Yes, they are pricey. But for me, it's a treat. So buy this instead of buying the newest inks that I won't ever use. And this I will continue to get use out of. It's all how you think of it in your head, guys. Alright. So, you don't want to do the magazines. This is what I was going to share with you today about how I use books like this to do some pieces. And how I do this, I'll explain what the book is in a minute, but I want to explain this technique. This is what got me started on all this, is I sit down, pick up one of these, and literally whatever it opens to, look at. And I'm looking at a page. We are not reading right now, unless you see something that is explaining a technique or something. And look, and then you find something on here. I love that. Spill, 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 spill. I love that. So then I would take that inspired me and start a art page or canvas or artboard, whatever substrate you want to use. Okay? If that was the only thing that drew me there, then I move on. Shut it. Do it again. Find something else that inspires you off there and then do it. Sometimes the first pull I get so inspired and I just go with the page. But you can have fun, kind of like a pick a stick. You can do it like this instead. So I'm going to do a video on that specifically. This is my newest thing I got. It's a World of Artist journaling pages. Because the magazines are so expensive, like I said, a couple of those are like 3 or 4 years old, That's my collection. There. Well, I went on and I found, as you can kind of see, it's art journal pages. Yeah, really cool. I don't sit down and look at it too much until I really went through it. Because if I go through page by page by page, when I come to it to pull, I'm not quite so inspired easily. I know that probably sounds weird, but anywho, I went on and looked. When I got this, I got it used. And I got it for used, what was it? Oh, $5.60 something. With shipping is like $7.49, I think, altogether. Used. Now this brand new on the back cover is $24.95, $29.95, and $15.99 for UK. But on Amazon I did look. Of course, this is just USA. For new right now, $17.65. Now they have other sellers that you can buy it new, and theirs is actually cheaper than Amazon, and it's $15.66. You can get it used with shipping, guys. I got this used. It is a perfectly fine, I mean, it hasn't gotten much use out of it at all. So I was more than happy with this find. Because after I'm done with that, if I'm not finding any more inspiration from it anymore, I can start cutting this baby up and using it in my art. So there's another. I will try to put this in the down bar for you guys can look at it on Amazon so you can see what it is. Another one they have out there, and I have a couple of these. I got these specifically for to cut up, to use. It's illustration now. This is number 3. I think they got, last time I checked, 7 or 8 of them. They could even be more than that. Some of the actual newer ones used, I think I spent $5 on this. It was really cheap, guys. And this is a massive book. It could have been as high as $5 I spent. That's with shipping, so look at the used, you know. Yeah, that's how I get with these. So I got this specifically to cut out. It's so cool. I got, like I said, several of these. One I really love, and the other one not so much. I mean, how cool is that? I love that. That I will probably, unless there's something on the other side, yeah, I will use that in something, some way. Just super cool. And you could do the same thing, you know, open, close. But I like the images and stuff in there more so for imagery. I like the weird and unusual, and those are hard to get in the art world. In mixed media, it's to find those weird things that's affordable. I mean, they have some really cool stamp people out there, some really cool ones, but I can't. They're because they are so unique and they're pricey. So very cool. I love it. Lots. There's tons of them. Yeah, 150 illustrators in this one, and I think there's minimum 100. I think in the very first one's 100, and every year they add a little bit more and more, and they're all different. So that is super cool. So you have those options too. You know, you're gonna tell me, well, Crystal, I don't have any of that. I don't have any money. I'm just starting out. Been there, honey. I'm still there. One way you can do inspiration, guys, is make yourself a set of either sticks, or you can do cards. We have the, just give me 1 second, guys, so I can grab them. Ooh, it's dusty. Let me wipe it off. We have the sticks. I will put it down there at my blog that has a list of what I have on here for you can make your own. If you don't care for the sticks, you can do cards is another way. This is from the deck we did for the group, and everybody came up, well, not everybody, a lot of us who participated came up with oh my goodness, the prompts, and then you could copy them off and then glue them onto a card. Make your own thing. So yes, we did that. That was fun. And you can do the same thing with these or make your own. So those are inspirations that are fun. And I've showed you several ways to use them also. So there you go. And if you're a follower of mine, either here, Instagram, or the Facebook group, you know we have been doing, give me 2 seconds, guys, done a few mood boards. And that is something that we're going to be continuing with in the new year. Very much so. So the mood board is several pictures together, and instead of the book flipping through the pages, you look at your pictures and you pick either color, or maybe just that boat that day is what drew you in. But you pick the different things out of there. So that's what the mood boards are, or art boards, inspiration boards, whatever you want to hear them call it. Sometimes they're like that. I've made a couple we've done. This one was very nature one. Different things on the trees and close, and yeah. This one was really cool. Actually, on a piece of art and some photography. I just love the look of her face. Keyhole, door, blockies. So there was so much there you could do. And if you keep, every time you go back to it, you'll find something else that inspires you depending on the mood you're in. So there is inspiration, guys. I actually wrote my stuff down over here to make sure I went through everything. And of course, for you that are very tech savvy, there's of course Pinterest. Lose interest is what I like to call it, because you're going to lose interest in whatever you're looking at because you're going to get sucked in that. But I love getting my hands on stuff. I'm very much a book person in my face that I can touch. One other thing that I use as inspiration is a flowish journal, and flowish journal is a journal that a person makes and fills it with depending on what, if you do it, they have trashy flowish journals, so it's like trash, things that's what they call it, but wallpaper, an ad that has a really cool character on it. She's, you fill it with things from papers to washi tape. Everybody does them differently. Everything in it you can use. Like, see the bubble wrap? I could cut that out and use it to stamp with. So I've done use it up series. That's my use it up series, and I take my flowish journals that I've swapped with others and get them out, pull so many pieces, and use them. Fun, fun, fun. So inspiration there, guys. Keep your eyes open and bring this, into this next year in 2019. Think of the inspiration, because it is everywhere. All right, guys. Happiness to you. Go make a mess, and of course, art it out. Bye.